Teddy, the movies called on us to make this for the latest Ghost Rider movie.
Okay.
And they wanted 5 of them, just in case they crashed 1 or 2. And we built it. They wanted it just like the Captain America bike, but with a little different paint job and a smaller sissy bar. Other than that, it's pretty much like the Captain America.
So basically, Ron, it's modernized, of course.
Right.
You know, the drivetrain and everything. Of course, they had to actually ride it.
And we actually put the right trail on the front end to where you could steer it properly.
Okay.
Where on the Captain America, it's got 12 inches of trail, and you can hardly turn it at low speeds.
So are these trees raked?
Yes.
Yes.
There's 3 degree.
Gave you the trail.
3 degree rake to get the proper trail on it.
So,
and the frame, they wanted chrome like the Captain, and what we do with the frame is, before we weld it together, we take every piece unwelded and pre-polish it, because we do our own chrome plating. So once it's pre-polished, then we can put it back in the fixture, weld it all up, and then go back and touch up where it needs to be touched up. It's quite a project. Big process.
And the stuff that you're doing in your shop, Ron, we've dealt with Ron over 50 years as a supplier, supporting our business and as well supporting him. And I'm saying, when we first got those big shipments in 1973, you know, where are you going to get you need some product. And the stuff was coming in. I said, man, this is great. Well, anyway, then I got to meet you and your family in the late 70s.
It's been a good relationship for all these years, and it's just getting better and better.
So I think, and we'd have to say, you know, on this bike, of course, Ron told you about the frame and everything, chain guard, seamless oil tank.
Exhaust pipes.
This is a gas tank.
Right.
He's the only one, Ron's the only guys that make this. This is exactly as the Easy Rider tank.
Right, it's a Mustang style. It's got the Mustang profile to it.
So he's got the lights, the Easy Rider, the stacked up bullet lights.
Right. The front end, the 12 over front end, the handlebars, the risers.
So the idea of the chrome frame, so a lot of that's the signature of the Easy Rider bike, but of course once it's modernized like this, you could actually ride it.
Absolutely, where the Captain, it's dangerous to ride. It's fun to look at, but try to ride it. I rode it back in the 70s and 80s when we first put it together, back when I could still ride okay. It's a chore to go slow. And most of the movie was shot at a low speed.
Okay.
There wasn't
it's easy to speed it up.
There was no fast speeds that they shot it at. It was all low speed. And Peter, he handled it well. It was a tough project for him. But
and he just passed away recently.
Recently, yeah.
He was going to have he had a
memorial,
a story or an exhibition in Madison Square Garden or whatever, and he passed away.
Right.
He was all set to go.
How many movies have been produced over 50 years and still as popular as the Easy Rider movie?
Well, even for any people. And you know what it is in the choppers in those days and the difference between those and maybe the 20-year-ago guy choppers are now? It influenced every part of the culture. Kids, ladies, old people, young people, everybody knew about it.
It's probably the most recognized motorcycle in the world.
In the world.
The Captain America.
And the Captain America. And
yeah.
And when you talk to people, any age,
they recognize it.
They know the Easy Rider story. Yeah. So to bring it in, I mean, these other ones, okay, Ghost Rider's pretty cool too, but overall, and then you look at all the political posters, which with Nixon and Agnew and Bobby Kennedy and everything, they were everything was a parody of with Easy Rider.
Now, how many people know that the Easy Rider motorcycle and the Billy bike, before it was actually shown to the public, was stolen by the Hells Angels?
Right.
The Hells Angels stole the Captain America and the Billy bike. They completely stripped it, and the parts went in thousands of different places.
And everybody that you see, they said, is that the really? Okay, wait a minute.
They have the original.
None of them are the real one.
There's no original.
There's no real ones. No. Didn't your friend have one, Captain Haggerty?
Yeah, Dan Haggerty.
Dan Haggerty, the Grizzly.
Grizzly Adams. Yeah, we knew him very well.
Yeah.
Yeah. believe it or not, I actually have one of the original frames.
Okay.
I have the original seat and the original gas tank. That's it.
Oh.
Everything else is generic.
That's quite a bit.
Yeah, everything else is generic.
But I'll
So
tell you,
it's been quite a history from on the motorcycles.
well, starting from, say we started in the, that really kind of was that was a springboard for the whole aftermarket Harley, the Easy Rider, the idea of chrome and front ends and.
Well, I always thought the movie had to do with the magazine, Easy Rider magazine,
Oh, no.
but it had nothing to do with it. No, Joe Teresi just picked up the name.
He picked up the name.
And went with it, and it's been a winner up until just recently.
Well, yeah, he
since.
kind of.
Yeah.
But I was saying, with Bruce, with Ron and his company, to support distribution and the businesses, like yourself.
Yeah, all aftermarket guys.
Yeah.
That's right.
So.
And Teddy will tell you, without the aftermarket, he wouldn't be who he is today.
No, Harley wouldn't be what they are today either.
No, that's right. That's right. Because they got a lot of ideas from us.
Yeah, living off the image of the aftermarket, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And I mean, to think about it, it's a long haul because you think there's a lot of transitional periods. You're going from 1969 and you're trying to go to 2021, man. You don't know what's going to happen or what. You don't know what they're going to do. A chopper's going to come back in 2000? I don't know. I didn't believe it, but.
I didn't believe it. I didn't think you sell Evos to bankers either, so what
Okay.
do I know?
And Teddy makes the original knucklehead motor.
Yeah.
Everything on it. Who would thought,
Who thought you could buy a brand new knucklehead motor, right?
or transmission, or frame, or
We-
any of the, exactly.
And you know what it is, but it's over time, and you don't really think you're building it. You kind of piece it together, and as
Right.
Bruce knows, you take me, and I said to Ron and I said to Adam, I said, Bruce would take me to the vendors who I didn't know. You
Yeah,
took,
just go to manufacturers, go to the stampers and the
Yeah.
spring winders and the
Well,
casters.
it was nice to have Bruce interested in the motorcycles because he brought a lot of talent. And
that's the other thing. You got a lot. Well,
Yeah,
what-
from a manufacturing town where,
the number of people that have come and gone. I mean, that's what Eddie Roman said once. Why don't you start a wall with the guys that are gone,
yeah, come and
be a
gone.
big wall.
Yeah, it'd be a big wall.
and not because they passed away.
No,
Yeah,
I was in a program from the Cincinnati show for about 20 years there. and
absolutely.
check
But-
out who's left, and there ain't many.
No, it's been a great ride.
It's kind of fun.
Great ride.
I think the people, the newer motorcycle guys, they're too new. They don't understand the origins of what happened and
But
where
let me
it
tell
came
you,
from.
there's a lot of young people, because I see it all the time, that are motivated in
Yeah.
the choppers. They
Well,
want
them
to-
young kids, what do you call them out by you?
Well, got those fuel guys that
Yeah,
did a fuel show, and they're chopping everything.
Yeah.
Chopping Moto Guzzi's, they're
But
chopping.
and the young
They all got their own ideas.
and they're young guys. They got fresh ideas and they're interested in the culture and why and how it happened.
Let
you
me
know.
tell you, I'm sure you've heard about Born Free.
Yeah, the show, yeah.
They just pack in the motorcycles like crazy. I mean, they have thousands of motorcycles, and they're all young kids,
Yeah.
and a lot of them are riding choppers.
So, and that part is what's, I guess that's refreshing when people come into our junkyard down there.
Exactly.
And these kids, they got spirit that,
Yeah, yeah, the young have spirit.
and that's what it takes. I mean, some old guy that's got a brand new Harley, I mean, a big deal. You bought a new Harley and you got a pay book or a payment book. Okay.
What I say is, mine's blue. What color's yours?
Yeah.
That's the only difference, is the color.
No. I got a Harley, the guy says, okay.
Yeah.
Big deal.
But
That's what makes these what they are today, is you can make them unique.
They're all unique.
every-
One guy's dream, man.
look at you, steel risers,
Yeah, exactly.
Paco.
Yep.
A lot of Paco stuff on here.
Yeah. We built this bike. We
Yeah.
built 5 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the movies.
I didn't-
That bike you did for Colony, that two-tone brown one's on their first big poster, that was a Paco frame on that?
Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you gave me the frame to build that bike.
How cool.
That was in
Yeah.
1972 or something.
Been a great business.
We had a lot of good people working with us. I think of say Paco, you, Colony, Gil, and I named all the people that supported distribution
Yeah,
because that's all we had going. If we didn't have the parts.
right.
Thanks, Ron.
Yeah. You're welcome, Teddy. I'm sure glad we got to come by and see you.